Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch with the Editor. What is the extent of the corruption within the profession?
See, what we've done in the story is looked at how some of these CA firms, CAs, individual CAs, how they launder money, how they kind of overlook a lot of problems in companies' accounts during audits.
No, these are two different things. First explain what the individual CAs, the CAs who are around the corner, who are our friendly neighborhood CAs,
right.
The accountants, the chartered accountants, what they do, and then we'll get into the audit firms.
Right. One of the biggest things that both the SFIO, which is the CS Fraud Investigation Office under the Ministry of Company Affairs, as well as the Central Bureau of Investigation, what they have dug up is how CAs themselves create shell companies, control them through babus, and the way it works is actually very funny. You will have these people suddenly come up, get off an auto and everything. You see 10, 12 of them come into an office of a CA, and you won't even realize that they're directors of companies through which crores of rupees actually pass through those companies. So they come, they get a few thousands as service for the day. They come and they just sign off papers and leave. So these are essentially companies which are shell companies or suitcase companies which have no work, they have no capital, they have very little capitalization, but it's just meant to generate fake invoices, it's just meant to be a conduit for money to pass from one end to the other. Now there is money laundering also, where cash is received and then turned back into either to the promoter of the company or to the company itself directly, or else there is another thing which is kind of really hurting our economy very badly, which is when bank loans which have defaulted, and you then later, now what they're realizing is that a lot of this money was actually siphoned out of the companies using fake invoices, using various other means, and passed into these shell companies and then circuitously routed back to certain people in the company for their own personal gain. And then in the end, you show it off, you write it off, you show it as a loss, and then the company tells the bank, see, I have lost all this money, I can't pay you
all
back.
These misdemeanors, all these financial misdemeanors are being directly done by these chartered accountants.
Most of them are being run by them, or they are involved in it at some point or the other.
It's time for the next topic, which is the burning topic of the day. Everybody in this country is talking about the shocking Chandigarh stalking case. So whether it is the Congress government of Delhi or the BJP government of Haryana, see, the point here is that women should be allowed to do their work, allowed to go to their workplace and go back to home peacefully. And as the father of two girl children, I feel that this perpetrator's father should step down from his public office only because he has been a bad father. There is no party politics here. Whether it is Congress or BJP, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which party the person belongs to. That person has a moral responsibility to the society. And as the father of two girl children, two girls, I feel that he has been a bad father. He has brought up a bad boy. A person who not only drinks and drives but stalks another person and almost creates a situation wherein the victim feels that she was going to be kidnapped.